Rescuers searching for a missing submersible with 5 on board in the North Atlantic appear to be making some progress. An explorers group affiliated with 2 of the missing people say that crews have detected, quote, likely signs of life in the search area. But it is feared that the craft, which was taking tourists to the wreck of the Titanic, could be almost 4 kilometers underwater off of the coast of Canada. Aircraft using sonar have been trying to pinpoint its location, and a submarine team is hoping to attempt a rescue. The submersible was carrying 4 tourists and a pilot. Now, the Coast Guard says that time is running out for those on board.
The dark seabed of the North Atlantic, the watery grave of the ill-fated Titanic. This is what passengers of the Titan sub were hoping to see. After setting off for the expedition on Sunday, the vessel lost contact within hours. Rescuers have searched an area over half the size of Belgium, but time is running out.
Our crews are working around the clock to ensure that we are doing everything possible to locate the Titan and the 5 crew members. Yesterday, we stood up a unified command. This is a complex search effort which requires multiple agencies with subject matter expertise and specialized equipment.
The sub is thought to have enough oxygen to last until Thursday morning local time. But despite the multi-operational search, experts are far from optimistic it can be found in time.
Honestly, it's finding a needle in a haystack. First, when you are above the surface, we can use GPS, we can use radar, we can use radio. There is nothing like that we can use below the sea.
The CEO of the tour operator, Stockton Rush, is one of those on board, as well as British explorer Hamish Harding, French Navy diver Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and businessman Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman.
And we got more on this with Frank Owen, who is with the Submarine Institute of Australia. He gave us his take on possible signs of life that may have been detected in the search for the missing submersible.
Well, it lifts my spirits by an order of magnitude. The fact that these noises have been heard at regular 30-minute intervals suggests that the presence of the French former naval officer Paul-Henri Nargeolet has introduced the protocol that the submarines would use if they were sunk. If that occurs, they have a protocol to make a noise on the hull for 3 minutes on the hour and the half hour. And during that time, the searching forces cease all of their transmissions and listen. Now, the fact that these noises have been heard by sonobuoys also lifts my spirits, because it suggests that it suggests that the sonobuoys are in the same water stratum as the noise itself, which would suggest that the Titan may well be at or just slightly below the surface.
So, I'd like to ask you, because we saw in the piece there was an expert that didn't necessarily share your optimism. When you look at the overall situation, how well equipped are the search teams to lift this submersible in case they do find it? Or should we just hope that it's somewhere close to the surface?
Well, the best solution is for it to be close to the surface. They still, however, need to get it to the point where the hatch is above the surface, because they have to open the hatch from outside the submersible. And until that time, the life support situation is the same as if they're on the bottom. There's no injection of fresh air from anywhere else. So you suggest that the mothership with its submersible barge that they use for launch and recovery would be in the area and would be able to facilitate that.
Can you walk us through a little bit what it might be like right now inside? Because it's been 3 days since the submersible lost contact on Sunday. What is the situation for these people?
Well, if they are on or near the surface, it would be very uncomfortable. The boat, the submersible, will be rolling around the place. There's probably been, it's not necessarily as clean as it was when they started. It's quite possible that some of them have been seasick, and of course there's no fresh air. So it's going to be pretty uncomfortable. If they're on the seabed, rather strangely, it could be more comfortable, even though it'd be colder. But the environment, in terms of life support, oxygen and carbon dioxide, is very much the same. I would just note that if they are making these noises on the hour and the half hour, they would then be encouraged to rest and do as little as possible for the time in between, so that they can conserve their oxygen and carbon dioxide absorbent.
Frank Owen of the Submarine Institute of Australia, thank you so much for joining us.